Hey, boys and girls, it's Mr. Mac. Today we're going to go over Module 6, Lesson 1, which is representing fractions, sums, and differences. Today we're going to be working with these fraction strips that I'm using on whiteboard.chat. Some of you may have the tiles with you. If you do, you can use those, or if you are in whiteboard.chat, you are able to use these fraction tiles as well. Lesson 1 today is going to tie into Lessons 2 and 3 as well, so you'll see this video posted for both all of lessons 1, 2, and 3. So if you need a refresher in the next couple of days, you can just check this video out and hopefully it'll help you. This problem, it says 4 hikers travel along the same trail over 2 days. The fraction of the trail each hiker takes is shown. So we've got Alexi, Rachel, James, and Jayla. Use the data in the table to show 2 ways to represent the fractions of the trail one of the hikers travels on both days. We're going to do this for a couple of them just so we can kind of show it. So just showing a model here for, let's say, Alexi. Alexi is 1/2. So we would take 1/2 on day 1 and then 1/12 on day 2. This would be what a model would look like if I took 1/2 and I added 1/12 to it, right next to it. That's what we would be looking at. Now, if we want to know how much that really is, we need to find a fraction piece that we can line up multiple times to match up here. So I like to think of these with these fraction tiles. I say, okay, I have 1/12. Let's try using our 12ths, and we're going to take them and we're going to put them right underneath of our 1/2 plus our 1/12 already. So now sometimes when we do this, it's not perfect when we use these apps, but if you have the tiles, it might be a little bit better. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to line them up underneath. All right, just to see if I can get them to match up. Okay, and it looks like that'll match up pretty good. And then my last one will match up here as well. So 2 different ways that we could show 1/2 plus 1/12 would be the top part where we have the half tile and we have the 12th tile. But then on the bottom here, I took the 1/2 and I changed that into 12ths. And that gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 12ths. And then one more that matches right here. Oops, sorry, that was a bad looking arrow. That matches right here to tell me the total weight. So if I wanted to know what the answer to 1/2 plus 1/12 would be, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 12ths. So how far total did Alexi go in the 2 days? Alexi would have gone 7/12 mile. Or sorry, 7/12 of the trail. Now, if I wanted to do another person, I could say, all right, let's look at Rachel. Rachel was 2 of the 5ths, so I would take 2 of my 5th tiles. Oops, let me get my select button here. Okay, so I got to get my, not working for me right now. Okay, so let's try that again. Get my 2 5ths, so 1, 2 right here next to each other. Okay, and then I need to find 1 of the 10ths. So this would be one way to show a model where we are adding by putting them right next to each other. So now, again, if I want to show another way, I'm going to try and use my 10ths now from here. And I'm going to say, okay, let's get a 10th. And we're going to see how many of these 10ths I can use in order to make 2 of the 5ths. And it looks like 2 10ths are going to be equal to a 5th. So I'm going to do that for both of those. Okay, and then again, the last one is going to match up right there. So that would be my next answer. So if I'm saying what is 2 5ths plus 1/10, that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tenths. Okay, and they are equal to each other. So 2 5ths plus 1/10 is going to be equal to 5 tenths. So that's a good way to start off by how to show 2 different ways of addition with these fractions. Okay, now if I want to do a look at a subtraction problem, okay, I have one. It says Pedro takes 1/2 pound bag of trail mix on his hike. During the hike, he eats 1/4 pound of the trail mix. How much trail mix does he have left? When we're talking about subtraction problems, we would look at 1/2 down here, and we are subtracting 1/4. We wouldn't put it right next to it because, oops, got the line again. We wouldn't put it right next to it because right next to it would mean that we are adding, right? So when we come down here for the 1/2 and the 1/4 was, oops, I lost my 1/2. Let me bring that down. Okay, we're going to put the 1/4 right underneath it because we want to take that away from the 1/2. So one way that I like to do that is I like to sometimes take that 1/4 and put it right on top of that 1/2 because then that shows, well, what is left. Well, if I could see that this spot here is left, that is equal to 1/4 left. So when they're asking how much is left, for this answer, we would say that 1/4 is left. Now, there are other problems that are going to be a little bit less obvious. Let's say if we were taking 1/3, and I keep drawing on this tool, sorry. If we were going to use 1/3 and take away, let's say, 1/4 and take away 1/12 down here. Okay, let's say we were subtracting these. I would still kind of do the same idea where I would say, okay, this 1/12, if I put it on top of here, gives me this much. How many more do I have left? Well, let's see if I put one more there and another one there. Okay, that means I had 3/12. I'm taking one away. So how much of that would be left? That would give me 2/12 left. All right, that's the best way I can show for subtraction using those models. Now, you might just look at this and say, okay, well, this is 3/12, this is 1/12, and I cross these out, and that's all that's left is 2/12. And that's exactly what I want you to think. First, we have to find a way that they're going to have the same units because you can't subtract units unless they match the same. You can't have 1/4 and subtract 1/12 unless you are changing 1/4 to have the same denominator as what we are subtracting. All right, so hopefully this will be a good little help for you moving on with lesson 1 today, but also into lessons 2 and 3 as well. Good luck, guys.